Good morning, Mannheim, and welcome to the Viking Vision. Today is Tuesday, May 21st, 2024. It is the day B, so you will have phys ed or library. What day is it? Today is National Waitstaff Day. On May 21st, National Waitstaff Day recognizes the dedication and often talented waitstaff. We are encouraged to show appreciation to all waitstaff for making our dining experiences enjoyable. At the same time, restaurant owners and managers also recognize and express their appreciation for their team of waitstaff. They help restaurants thrive. Waitstaff servers are a big determining factor in the quality of your dining encounter. They serve as the communicator between the diner and the kitchen. While meeting the needs of several tables at once, they also represent the restaurant. Seasoned waitstaff are knowledgeable and efficient. They are key to creating an extraordinary dining experience. The food may be delicious, but their attentiveness and attitude can make or change the whole dining experience. And I know you are in Mannheim, and we are a building full of teachers and staff that work with children, but there's a lot of us that actually were waiters and maybe servers prior to our time here at Mannheim. So let's see who those people are. All right, so first we have Mrs. Campbell. Mrs. Campbell worked as a car hop at the Tropical Treat for 8 years, all through high school and college. I was a server as well. I worked as at Claire's Restaurant for 9 years. I started when I was 14, so I also worked through high school and through college. Mrs. Earhart worked as a waitress at a Greek diner in New Jersey. She said it was always busy because it was on the way home from the beach, so she was always busy working there. We also have Mrs. Mertz. Her first job was a waitress at the Hampstead Pizza Hut. She worked there all through high school and college. She said she only remembers dropping one drink, a large soda, all over the table and some on the customer. Oops! The restaurant was always incredibly busy, but she really enjoyed her time there. We also have Mrs. Wentz. Mrs. Wentz worked at Super Subs, which is now also known as B Street Subs, making subs and serving those over the counter. Miss Todd served at Starlight Diner before her time here. And Miss Pam worked at Claire's Restaurant for 39 years. So when I first started working at Claire's Restaurant at the age of 14, Miss Pam was there and she kind of showed me the ropes and she welcomed me to Claire. So before Mannheim, Miss Pam and I worked together serving at a restaurant. Okay, our core value this month is commitment. Tennis great Martina Navratilova once said, the difference between involvement and commitment is like ham and eggs. The chicken is involved, the pig is committed. While commitment may not cost you as much as it did the pig, it does usually come with a cost. Many times your plan means you have to say no to that part in order to go to a sports practice. Or you may have to say no to that slice of pizza in order to eat healthy. But stick to it. Your commitment will make you a stronger person. And now we're doing another set of Tell Me Who Tuesday. So tell me who said this. Show me Mona Lisa. Was that Mr. Zinn, Mrs. Cover, Mrs. Peterson, or Mrs. Brooks? That was Mrs. Peterson. Show me Mona Lisa. Who says this? The more you say, the less we play. Mr. Zinn, Mrs. Cover, Mrs. Peterson, or Mrs. Brooks? And that is Mrs. Brooks. The more you say, the less we play. Next, we have walking feet. Oh, this is similar to Mr. John's last week, who says, walk, please. So who else do you see in the hallways that might be telling you to use walking feet? That would be Mr. Zinn. And finally, do you have an excuse card in your backpack? Also could be known as saying, good morning, how are you today? But this is the one that we were told to use. Do you have an excuse card in your backpack or in your folder? That would be Mrs. Cover. Don't forget to be a star today, Mannheim, and strive to do your best. Take responsibility for your actions. Always be safe and respect people and property. And why not? Dance it out again today, Mannheim.